Hi everyone, myself Linga Reddy. In this session, we'll discuss the gaseous laws. So, mainly gaseous laws explained by the relation between measurable properties, right? So, generally, we have 4 or 5 laws that Boyle's law, Charles law, Gay-Lussac's law, and Avogadro law, and ideal gas equation. These are the related the gases they explained, right? So, mainly gaseous laws explained by the measurable property of gases relations, right? What are the measurable property of gases? So these are the measurable properties: the volume, pressure, temperature, number of moles. These relations explained by the gaseous law. Let me explain. The first law is Boyle's law, that is given relation between a volume and pressure, right? Right, first one is Boyle's law. This Boyle's law, the relationship giving and pressure and volume, right? This is the relation explained by the pressure and volume, right? So this is quantitative relationship, right? Quantitative relationship. The Boyle's law given the quantitative relationship between pressure and volume, right? Right. What is the Boyle's law? So point number 1 here: the volume of gas, volume of the fixed mass of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at constant temperature, right? This is the Boyle's law. So Boyle's law: volume of fixed mass of a gas is inversely proportional to the pressure at constant temperature. So nothing but what here? Pressure is there. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume, right? The pressure increases, volume is decreases. Volume is increases, pressure is decreases. In this case, what is the constant here? At constant temperature and pressure. These are the two constants, temperature and pressure, right? We are taking here proportionality constant. The P is equal to a K into 1 by V, right? This is the K is proportionality constant, right? This is the proportionality constant. So here the K is depends on amount of gas and temperature. It is depends on K, proportionality constant depends on the amount of gas and temperature, right? I hope it is clear. This point is clear, right? Right. This is the regarding information about the Boyle's law. Boyle's law nothing but simple words: volume is inversely proportional to pressure, or pressure is inversely proportional to volume. If you more volume, less pressure. Less pressure, more pressure, less volume. I hope it is clear. Right, where we are taking one container. This is the one container, and another container we are taking. Right. This is having the pressure is here. This initially having pressure P1 and V1 pressure. It is expanded. Right. This is expansion taking place. Right. Compression and expansion taking place. Expansion taking place means volume also increases. The change in volume is V2. The pressure also changes here. That is P2. So once the change in here, how to give the relation these two here? Generally PV equal to constant, right? Generally we derived the formula. What is that formula? P equal to K into 1 by V. This V we are taking here means P into V. This is the constant. So two different condition we are taking. So this is first one P1 and V1, and P2 and V2, and this is also constant only. So now we can write this is a P1 and V1 is equal to P2 and V2 whenever different two condition we are taking this formula. I hope it is clear. So this formula is very important to asking many problems regarding this formula. Right, next one. The graphical representation of Boyle's law. Right here, already we know that the first graph it related to the pressure and volume. So we are taking here volume and here pressure. So already we know that the relation here, a volume is inversely proportional to pressure, right? So the volume is more. So here this is the volume is more and pressure is less, and pressure is increases, volume is decreasing, like this. I hope it is clear. So here observe very clearly. So here the volume is more because of pressure is less. So here 10 atm, 20 atm, 30 atm, like that pressure is increasing. And here also volume, how it is increasing, here 0 and 10 liters, 20 liters, 30 liters, like this volume is also increasing. So this is the first graph. Here high volume and less pressure. Here the volume is more, the pressure is less. So this is actually the graph number 1 here. This is the volume versus a pressure, like this graph will get. Right, I hope it is clear. Next one, here one more graph here. This is pressure versus 1 by V. Already we know that the pressure is inversely proportional to volume. We are writing equation like this: P is equal to K into, right, 1 by V. 1 by V, that is what is here, y is equal to mx. So here positive, the slope is the straight line. Right, I hope it is clear. Let me explain very clear. So here taking 1 by V, nothing but what here, 1 by volume is 10 liters I am taking. After that here 1 by 20, and after that what I am taking here, 1 by 30. So what is the 1 by 10 value here? 0.1. What is the 1 by 20 value? 0.05. And what is the 1 by 30 value here? 0.03. So just you observe here, the volume is decreasing. This volume is going this, the volume is decreasing. Then what happened here? Here less volume having, right? 1 by 10 here, 1 by 20, 1 by 30, right? So here having less volume, but here having more pressure. So this is the relation. So I hope it is clear here. Less volume, more pressure. So here increasing pressure. So this is one relation. Right, next one, third graph. Right, next one, third graph. Already we know that one relation. PV is equal to constant, right? So we are taking here the PV is equal to product of P and 2V equal to constant. Whatever other term we can take here, P, it is a constant, it won't change. And another term we can take here, so same here, the PV equal to constant only. Here volume term we are taking, it is also constant, right, because of PV is equal to K. So it is the constant, it won't change. I hope it is clear. And one more graph here. So fifth graph, right? Here we are taking a P by T, and one term we can take here, that is P. It is also constant. How it is coming? Density is not relation with the Boyle's law, but we are writing density D, right? So let me explain here. Right here, let me explain here density and pressure here. Already we know that pressure is inversely proportional to volume, right? And what is the density formula here? Density is equal to mass by volume, right? This is the density formula. Nothing but density is inversely proportional to volume only. So here this is the equation 1, this is equation 2. Two are inversely proportional. That means pressure is directly proportional to density. So we are taking constant here. So here, so P equal to K into T, nothing but here P by density equal to constant. So that only, this relation only I am draw the graph for this. I hope it is clear. So also we can derive the formula P1 D1 is equal to P2 D2. So sometime they will ask questions for competitive for this formula, very important, right? After we will discuss some numericals regarding this formula also, right? Next point here, very important point, the location of straight line, right here, location of straight line and curve changes with the temperature, right? Curve changes with the temperature in isotherm. Isotherm means what here? Temperature is constant, T is constant. So same here, the straight lines is coming, but the temperature is varying. So first one here, we are taking pressure and volume. The first curve here, right, this is the T1 temperature and T2 temperature and T3 temperature, right? This is graph also we can call 3D graph. So 3D graph, we can't decide three factors at the same time. Three variation is there. Temperature also changing, T1, T2, T3. Volume also changing in this axis, and pressure also changing. So one thing we have to do here, we want to put constant 1, and I am taking constant here volume. So this is the volume here. This is the constant point I am taking. And this temperature and pressure variation I am seeing here. So here this pressure, this is the temperature, and here this pressure, this is the temperature, here this is. So generally the pressure is directly proportional to temperature, right? So pressure increases, temperature also increases. So which is having more temperature, that is directly proportional to pressure. So here generally the temperature order here, so T3 greater than and T2 and T1. So this is the variation in temperature. I hope it is clear. This is sixth graph, right? Next one, seventh graph here. Seventh graph, here also same variation. So volume here, pressure 1 by V volume. Generally we are expecting like this straight line, right? And here this is one more temperature, and here another temperature. This is the T1, T2 and T3. So which is more temperature here? So same here also, three variation is there, volume and temperature and pressure. We have to take one is the constant. I am taking here volume is constant, anyone you can take here, right? So at this time here, this is the pressure. So already we know that pressure is directly proportional to temperature. So here this is the more, and then next here this is the volume, temperature here. So that means T3 and T2 and T1. So this is order, right? I hope it is clear. This is also 3D graph only, three variation is there. So one should be constant, remaining change we have to observe, right? And one more graph here, that is ninth graph here. So here we are taking PV, right? PV and here P. Here temperature, this is a T1 and T2 and T3, right? So what is the variation temperature here? Here T1, here T1 is less, here T3 and T2 and T1. This is the temperature variation, right? I hope it is clear. This is the PV is constant, right? Already derived this one, but now we are changing the temperature variation also. right? This is the order of the temperature. I hope it is clear. Next one, ninth one graph, right? So here y-axis is there, this is x-axis and y-axis. You're taking log p, and here log v. What we observe here, this is straight line, we are observing this, right? So here the volume is more here, right? Volume is more at this point, right? So volume is more, the pressure is here less, right? Same relation only. Here the pressure is more, volume is less. So whenever we apply the log here, volume and pressure, so this straight line we are observing here. I hope it is clear. This is regarding information about Boyle's law. Right. Let us discuss now some numericals regarding the Boyle's law. Right, here one more question. A balloon is filled with hydrogen at room temperature. It will be burst if pressure exceed 0.2 bar. If 1 bar pressure, the gas is occupied is 2.27 liters volume. Up to here, what volume can be balloon expanded, right? Balloon, right? This is a balloon, can be expanded, right? Very clear this question here. They are giving here, they mention a P2 pressure. This is a P2, and generally 1 bar pressure means it occupied 2.27 liters. If it's 0.2 bar means what is the pressure, what is the volume is occupied? That is the question. This is according to the Boyle's law, right? So what is the formula of Boyle's law here? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, right? So here what is the P1 they are giving here? The P1 is equal to 1 bar, right? And what is the V1 here? V1 is equal to 2.27 liters. What is that here? P2 is equal to, right, 0.2. What is the V2 here? This one. So we can substitute here. So what we'll get here? P1 is 1 into 2.27 equal to, and here 0.2 into V2, right? So V2 is equal to, right, V2 equal to here 1 into 2.27 divided by here 0.2, right? This is also 1 bar pressure, this is liters, this is also the bar only, right? This bar and this bar cancelled, we can get here what is the volume. V2 volume is occupied here 11.35 liters. So this is the volume. I hope it is clear. Right, one more different question we will see here. Right, here a fixed temperature and 600 mmHg pressure, density of the gas is 42, right? At the same temperature, this temperature is constant, and 700 mmHg pressure, what is the density of the gas, right? Already we derived this formula already. What is the formula here? P1 by D1 is equal to P2 by D2, right? P1 already initially they are giving how much? 600, and D1 how much here? 42, right? And here P2 how much is there here? P2 is 700, and D2 here what is the occupied? We have to find this. So what is that here? 600 by 42 is equal to 700 by D2. What we'll get here? The D2 is equal to 700 into 42 by 600, that equal to here 49. So density of gas is 49. I hope it is clear. Right, one more question here. 5 grams of helium at 27 degrees temperature is subjected to the pressure changes from where to where it's changing 0.5 to 2 atm, and initial volume how much they are giving here, 10 decimeter cube. So what is the change in volume when the pressure is changes to 0.2 0.5 to 2 atm? The volume, initial volume is here 10, here 10 centimeter. So what is the change in volume here? How much will get? What is the change in volume? These two, what is this value and change in volume they are asking, not this value. Question is clear. V2 they are not asking. This V2 the volume they are not asking. What is the difference between V1 and V2? This is the V1 and V2. So question is, I hope it is very clear. 5 grams of helium at 27 degrees is subjected to the pressure changes from 0.8 atm to 2 atm. The initial the volume of the gas is 10 decimeter cube, right? And calculate the change in volume of the gas. The volume of the change in volume of the gas we need, right? I hope it is clear. Right, P1 P2 they are giving here. What is the formula? What is they are giving question? P1 here, initial pressure 0.5. What is the P2? And here 2. And first V1, what is the V1? V1 is equal to 10 centimeter cube, and V2 we have to find out. What is the V2 we'll get here? What is the formula? Right, P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. So V2 we need, that means V2 is equal to P1 V1 by, and here P2, right? V2 is equal to P1 how much here, 0.5 into what is the here V1 is 10, and divided by what is the P2 here, 2, that equal to what is that here, V2 is equal to what is that here, nearly will get 2.5 decimeter cube will get. This is the volume, V2 volume, but they are not asking this one. Change in volume nothing but delta V equal to V1 minus V2. So how much will get V1 here? V1 is here 10 minus, and V2 here 2.5, that equal to, so here 7.5 decimeter cube. So this is the change in volume. I hope it is clear. This is one more type model of question. Right, one more model question here. A gas occupies a volume of 2.5 liter at 9 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter inverse, and calculate the additional pressure is required to decrease the volume of gas 1.5 liters and temperature remain constant, right? The question is clear. Generally what is the question? Generally 2.5 liters means what is the pressure here, 9 into 10 to the power of 5, right? This is the pressure. If you the pressure the volume is here 1.5 liters means what is the pressure is required. This pressure they won't ask, right? So they won't ask this pressure. What is the additional pressure is required to year? The question is very clear. Additional pressure we want to calculate, right? I hope it is clear. Additional pressure how much is required to we want to add the 9 10 to the power of 5, right? So let us discuss now how to solve this. First we calculate this one, and after subtract this value. So first we want to calculate the P2 pressure. So what is the formula here? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. What is the pressure here? The P1 first initial pressure, so that is P1 here, this is the P1, right? 9 into 10 to the power of 5 into V1 how much here, the volume is here 2.5, this is V1, right? This is the V1, and V2 volume how much here, so equal to that P1 we have to find, that V2 we have to find, and into, and here the 1.5, right? So what is the here? We'll get P2 is equal to, right, 15 into 10 to the power of 5. We'll get this, right? So this is P2, but additional pressure they're asking. So what is that here? Additional pressure is equal to, right, what we get here, P2 pressure, this is 15 into 10 to the power of 5 minus, and here what we get, what they are given question here, 9 into 10 to the power of 5. So what is the value we'll get here? 6 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton and meter square. So this is the additional pressure we required, the 2.5 liters to 1.5 liters. We want to compress this pressure is required. I hope it is clear, this question. So this is the some important questions, and they will ask sometime in graph related questions also. So already I provide most of the graphs here, so maximum they ask question from that graphs only. So graph related questions I am not discussing here. So this is some model important for Boyle's law. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.